good parts are done and not a moment too soon because we're losing our sunlight power. And that should certainly qualify me for a little bit of vitamin beer here. Step 2 to help replenish my electrolytes out here. And we do have a remote control temperature sensor thermometer. So I'm going to have one taking the inside temperature and the outside temperature. We'll put that far away from the fire and vehicles so we get an accurate outside reading. We're going to see what we can do with just tea lights. I have a carbon monoxide alarm, because if you see a yellow flame, it is giving off carbon monoxide. Maybe not that much for each candle, but it's still putting it out there. And we're looking at like 70 to 80 BTUs per candle flame. So in order to actually do the equivalent of a buddy heater, you'd need like hundreds of them in there. So a buddy heater is about 18,000 BTU. So math there, the whole thing would burn down to the ground in about a second. Anyhow, I'm gonna ration my candles because they last for about 4 hours each under laboratory conditions, which we don't have here. I'm really relying on just the sleeping bag to get me through the night. Anyhow, should be down to minus 20 Celsius. Hopefully a lot warmer than that in the tents. In here in the tent, and the tent inside the tent, first things first, my carbon monoxide alarm. These little guys will save your bacon if there's a silent but deadly gas in the area. And here's my thermometer. Now, the top number there is the outdoor temperature, minus 16 Celsius. The bottom one says 0. And the bottom one's what's happening inside this tent. It's designed for in a house, so I think it stops at 0. There's no heat going in here, and this is clearly not 0 degrees in here. So I don't think it actually starts registering until it gets to 0 degrees. So, tea light time. Now I'm going to start with just a few of them in here to see if we can get some decent temperature rise in this thing versus what's happening outside. Well, I think I'll start with 5. That sounds reasonable because I know there's 70 to 80 BTU per candle. I'll get 5 of these on here. It's a very modest heat source, but it is a triple wall insulated ice fishing hut, so that's okay. I did have ambitious plans to try and cook on these things tonight too. However, they don't give off a lot of heat. You're going to have to be using basically pre-cooked stuff that you're kind of warming up in a pot. But it can be done. I wouldn't be boiling water to make noodles or anything. 3, 4. And I'm going to end up putting as many of these as necessary in here in order to get this to at least register on the indoor portion of the thermometer. And 0 degrees Celsius. I don't want my body heat to affect the thermometer. So, where should I put this? Oh, right atop the tent. That's a reasonable location. Perfect. Right inside the tent. And there are ventilation holes. There's one right up there that's open, so there should be some air flowing through. However, let these things burn for a while, and we'll see what it does for the temperature. Yeah, still registering 0 degrees Celsius in here. Feels like it. That's for sure. I think it'll take more than 5 candles to work this miracle. So I'm gonna light up a whole bunch more. I'll go for, I don't know, 15 candles total, and we'll see what that can do in here. It's still very sleepable. I can easily sleep in here with the sleeping bag I've got. I'm not concerned about me being warm. It's not a problem at all. I just want to see if I can get the the bottom red line on this thermometer to show something other than 0 degrees, 32 Fahrenheit. This one doesn't even have a wick. Oh my. One casualty, but I'll eat the rest of these. We'll see what that will do for our interior temperature. I know with enough of these, this thing would be downright tropical. I think they're going to go. The reason I'm not using a pan or anything to put these on is I figured the snow would be good enough, but they do melt into the snow. And I've never tried this before, so this is all trial and error. We'll see what happens here. And if this will start to register a temperature inside here about freezing. Oh, better. Nice and warm out here. I was staying warm by the fire for quite a while, and these candles have actually burned through the snow here. So they need something to stop from doing this. Oh boy, this one's way down there. So I'm going to put them on these plates to stop them from melting through the snow. Paper plates, I know. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? But if I get a bunch in here, it should warm me up quite nicely. And then we will get back out to the fire and continue cooking dinner. Time to eat. Usually I have a camping pan, but today I had to bring my home skillet. So start frying up some sausage. Johnsonville, to be specific. ground up the sausage, throw in a little water. Because we're gonna try and actually cook some gnocchi, mini gnocchi, mini frozen gnocchi. That'll work okay, I think. Severely frozen. Vitamin fire will help that. It's boiling down, and so clearly broccoli has to be the healthy denominator in this equation. And looks like a bit there for sure. Where I'll put into smaller pieces. Yeah. Alfredo in here. And this is just a nice, simple, complicated camping meal. Nothing wrong with that. Let it reduce. And yum. We got some gnocchi, sausage, broccoli, over the counter, classico type of meal here. So, yum. Oh, yes. Is this ever good? Take a little taste. And try not to burn my home skillet. I think it's quite a good meal here. Maybe more veggies. I don't see where the broccoli even. Oh, there's one. Healthy.
New Effaclar patches by La Roche-Posay. Spot the difference in 3 hours. 420 microns technology, ultra absorbing. Goes on invisible. New Effaclar patches by La Roche-Posay.
Our friendship had some bumps in the road.
Who's the band's leader?
And it led to a lot of drama.
Sucks.
We all like the same guy! Yay! Oh. It was chaos.